5 minutes. That's all. So, I just want to talk very briefly. Can you all hear me? Yeah. Just want to talk very briefly about something, except one Mataji, I heard the word mercy several times. And only one person mentioned that word in all of the whole group here. And I just thought it was significant because Prabhu's talking about how many years and how many decades we practice Krishna consciousness. Years don't really matter. What matters is devotion. Prabhupada translated bhakti as devotional service. So everyone's talking about chanting X amount of rounds, and that's beautiful. The more we chant, the better it is. But we really have to, humble suggestion, I think that we really have to meditate, and what helps me is that if we chant without understanding why we're chanting, it's not going to continue. We have to understand that the reason that we're chanting is we want to give pleasure. The reason chanting is devotional service is because we're chanting to give pleasure to Radha and Krishna. That's very, very important. We're chanting not for any selfish reason, but only to please them. All our services that we perform should be only to please them, because no matter how much service we're doing, if the impetus or the intention is not to please Radha and Krishna, it's not really transcendental. It's not really transcendental. What are we offering? Krishna says, Bhakti Mam Avijananti, only by love. That's the only thing that I'm attracted to. So Krishna doesn't need food, but we offer him food. Radha doesn't need food, we offer her food. They're not eating, they don't need our food. What they want is our love. So Bhakti Yoga means performing activities in love for the pleasure of Radha and Krishna. Is very, very important. Because if we don't have this understanding, as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu enunciated in the Shikshastakam, who's familiar with Shikshastakam? Raise your hand if you've heard the Sri Shikshastakam. Very few. Okay, so this is enlightening. We're just going to read this really quickly. And I would ask you all to read this regularly as your New Year's resolution. If you could include this, Shikshastakam. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is Krishna himself in the mood of Radha. He inaugurated the Sankirtan movement, and he only wrote 8 verses. The whole time he was on the planet, he only wrote down 8 verses. Shikshastakam. These are his only instructions that he wrote down for us. And I ask you all, please, pull it up on your phone. Sri Shikshastakam. If you can do it now, we can chant it together. And chant this as often as you can. Once, twice, 10 times a day. If you can. It doesn't take very long. And when you're chanting the Hare Krishna mantra, to meditate on these verses is extremely powerful. Extremely powerful. It will help you. And will help you in your connection with Radha and Krishna. So does everyone have it? It's Shikshastakam is Siksastakam. Siksastakam. Shiksha, instruction, Ashtakam, 8. So these are the 8 instructions. Who has it on their phone? Raise your hand. Okay.
Everybody has it?
Let's chant this together. In the English. Glory to the Sri Krishna Sankirtan. Is everybody with me?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll do it slowly. Glory to the Sri Krishna Sankirtan, which cleanses the heart of all the dust accumulated for years and extinguishes the fire of conditional life, repeated birth and death. This Sankirtan movement is the prime benediction of humanity at large because it spreads the rays of the benediction moon. It is the life of all transcendental knowledge. It increases the ocean of transcendental bliss and enables us to fully taste the nectar for which we are always anxious. O my Lord, your holy name alone can render all benediction to living beings, and thus you have hundreds and millions of names like Krishna and Govinda. In these transcendental names, you have invested all your transcendental energies. There are not even hard and fast rules for chanting these names. O my Lord, out of kindness, enable us to easily approach you by your holy names, but I am so unfortunate that I have no attraction for them. One should chant the holy name of the Lord in a humble state of mind, thinking oneself lower than the straw in the street. One should be more tolerant than a tree, devoid of all sense of false prestige, and should be ready to offer all respect to others. In such a state of mind, one can chant the holy name